Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Rock Shop with Ralph, your source for all things entertainment. When you want to rock, you rock the Rock Shop with Ralph. Tonight, I got a local band from Suffolk County. Returning guests, we have Dina D and Thomas Michael Cavanaugh from Emerald Rising. What's up, guys?
How you doing, Ralph?
Hi. I like that intro.
You like that intro, huh?
Yeah,
we're
nice.
moving up in the world here. Forget about it.
I know. I feel like a pro or something.
I know. Well, I feel like a pro. Holy shit! I even got the headphones rocking. I mean, we had Vinny Pastor commented on your video today. You saw that from The Sopranos?
No.
Yeah, Vinny Pastor, big pussy from The Sopranos.
Gosh, really?
Oh yeah, he commented.
I've been noticing you get a lot of really cool people on your show.
Listen, I got the face for radio, baby. I got a face for radio. And they're coming out in droves.
Though.
The word is spreading. And look at you guys, seasoned veterans on the show. I mean, come on.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Dina, this is number 3.
Yes, that's right.
Because you had you two guys came with Emerald Rising. Then your side project, I don't know if you call it a side project, it's a really big project. You had your Heart Tribute Bad Animals on with Gina.
Right.
And now you're back. We're going to talk about all things Emerald Rising. And we'll talk about
everything Emerald.
Everything Emerald. And we're going to have a nice gig coming up. But yeah, Vinny Pastor commented today.
What did he say? I didn't see it.
Oh, he commented on me. He said I have a great podcast. But he watched the video because he commented on the link that had your video.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah, he's a great guy, Vinny. Matter of fact,
I like that name, Vinny.
Well, that's we know why you like that name. I gotta hang my pictures that he sent me. Look at this. Vinny, I promised you I was gonna put it up. Forget about it. Forget about it. I got this one. I got a couple other ones. I'm gonna be putting him next to Diane Franklin. She's coming back.
You're running out of room over there.
Yeah.
I know. Well, listen, maybe when your album goes platinum, because I help promote it, I get a little cut. and I'll make myself a nice studio.
Absolutely.
A bigger studio. But
cool.
Anyway, you guys, let me tell you something. Anywho, right. I found out about you guys from my friend Bobby Adams, who I know you know, who's the bass player in Neon Nights, the ultimate tribute to Dio.
Oh.
He says, you got to hear this band, Emerald Rising. You got to get them on the show. This was back in the end of 2020, 2021 when I started. And I got you guys, and the rest is history. And I told Dina this, I said, you guys are one of my favorite, I'm going to say local band, even though you're not really local, but you're from around here.
Well, we are local.
Well, but you're
New Yorkers, man.
But you're blowing up. You're going to be playing with Striper. I mean, you're playing all over the place. So, you're leaving the nest.
We're getting there. We're getting
leaving the nest. But anyway.
It takes a lot of hard work.
And there was only 2 bands that I gave the Rock Shop stamp of approval. You guys, and what was the other one? I forgot them. No, I'm only kidding.
It doesn't matter.
I'm only kidding.
As long as Emerald Rising got it.
No. And it was Holy Mother, Mike Torelli's band.
Oh yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna
Mike's
give
my buddy.
We just saw Mike.
Mike, and he just played with Joey Casada, who was on my show a couple of weeks ago. With ZO2, he played with him at the Cutting Room.
Yes,
he sang Children of the Sea.
Ultimate Jam.
Mike Torelli, I'm going to give you guys another plug. Holy
Mother. Mike. I know he's got a couple of really cool shows coming up in Europe.
Yes, he has a whole tour going on over there.
Yeah.
Rock Shop approved. Anyway, we're here to talk about this CD, Emerald Rising, which
it is.
Look how worn out it is. Look, you think I'm messing with you guys? This thing is in my car. I'm playing it constantly. I actually pulled it out of my car today to show everyone again. This is their debut CD, released in 2020 during COVID. Now last time we touched on this a little bit. It was during COVID. You got all jammed up. But we're going to talk about the CD. But I got one question I got to ask you, because I put up the new video, Stars to Man, on my page. And here's my one question. You don't have to answer anything else. Who the fuck wanted to record it during the night, freezing during the wintertime?
That would be me. That's
What idea was
my
that?
fault.
She had to wear a friggin'. She had one of those Russian hats like the guys had on in Rocky when they were watching them train in Russia. Rocky 4. They had all those Russian guys.
That was my Ukrainian babushka.
Oh, it was your idea.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I wanted a different look, you
all
know.
right, and you
But
got
it was cold.
Yeah.
It was November when
Oh,
we
it was
shot
November. I thought it
Yes.
was. I thought it was like a month ago, like February.
that. No, it was. We experienced a lot of obstacles and difficulties shooting that video, and it was took a little while, but we finally got it out.
Well, I'm glad you released that one because that's one of my favorite songs on the album. It's the opening. It's the opening track.
Yes.
I mean, this guy Thomas Michael Cavanaugh smokes on guitar. Now, that Fender Strat that you're playing, is that the guitar you played on the album, Tom?
That's my green Charvel.
Oh, Charvel. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so it's a green Charvel, and it's a very, very cool guitar. I did actually use that on some of the tracks on the record. That song, I used actually an early 1980s Schecter number 70 that was built by David Schecter. So that's what I actually used on that song. But that song has a lot of guitars, so there's a couple of guitars on it. But the green guitar may have been on it at some track, but we just decided that it matched Dina's hair, so we that's why we used it.
But it didn't. Did it match the red gloves she was wearing?
No,
That was an accident, actually, because it was really cold, and there was this little shop right down the road from the location that we were at, and they had these cool red gloves, and I literally bought them that night, and I was like, this gives a cool color contrast,
Yes.
So
Let me give the fans a little history again on what. Okay, this is the CD Emerald Rising. You can get the CD on their website emeraldrisingband.com. I got to tell you, if you're a fan of mid to late 70s guitar driven bass drum in your gut, soaring vocals
in the chest.
Yes, soaring vocals. I'm going to give Dina's voice a mix between Ann Wilson and Ronnie James Dio. If Ann Wilson and Ronnie James Dio had a love child, it would be that girl right in front of you. Dina Dio. That's her vocals. I mean,
Oh my goodness.
powerful melodic vocals that you can hear every word that she sings. Guitars up the wazoo, thumping bass, thumping drums, and I want to give props to the band as well. You got John Laspina on drums.
That's right.
And you have Chris Perrette on bass. You have Thomas Michael Cavanaugh, who's in front of us, on guitars, and you have Dina D on vocals. That is the entire Emerald Rising band. And as I said, Rock Shop approved. If you love that type of music, those types of bands, you must get this CD. That's what we're here to talk about. They have a couple of videos on YouTube. They have a video for Enough. They have a video for a song called Far Away. And they have a video for the new single, which is Stars to Man. Those three songs are in my opinion, the whole album's great, but those are the top three songs on the album. So if you love those three songs, you're going to love the rest of the album. I guarantee it. I stake my reputation on it. Anyway,
Wow.
I've said enough. I need you guys to talk now.
Okay.
But that'll never happen. So give us a little history, Dina, on the release up until now. What's been going on with Emerald Rising? So you released the CD in 2020. You got hit by COVID. We touched on that a little bit. So where are you guys at right now?
Yeah, so I think along with every other band, we flatlined for a while and just kind of waiting to recover from that. And in the meantime, we kept really busy with videos and trying to keep up with social media and whatever we could do to keep it flowing, because we worked so hard on that CD, and it was just you know, now the floodgates are kind of opening and for us, and we're starting to get busy again, do some gigs, and we're excited that our first show for the year is going to be home on Long Island. We're doing a club called Katie's of Smithtown,
Yes.
which is haunted, by the way.
Yeah, there's
I
a
think
ghost. There's a legend has it there's a ghost there.
Yeah, they've been featured on what show is that?
Paranormal Witness.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just really thrilling to play there, you know, and we can't wait to just kind of get back on it. And then in May, we're going to be heading down to Jersey to the Landis Theater, and we're opening for Striper. So
Awesome.
hopefully, yeah, we're going to start picking up with some good shows, you know, to get some more exposure. Because you know how rough it is to launch a new band. We decided to launch it during COVID.
Yeah, I know. I know the feeling.
It's been a rough ride, but we're keeping busy. We're writing new material and getting ready to start another record.
Right. Now, well, you're saying there's a ghost there, so I hope the ghost of T-shirts past is going to be there, because I was just telling you, all my friggin' T-shirts have been missing in my house. They're all going missing, so I hope to meet the ghost of T-shirt past.
I'm missing my right socks, so maybe I'll find them there.
Well, the socks, forget about it. You know, you always do a bunch of socks, and I got a thing called the sock box, where I got one sock, you know, and I can never find the other ones. I don't know what the hell's going on.
I need to get a sock box myself.
Yes, but Tom, let's talk about your influences. I mean, I didn't ask you this the last time though. What are some of the influences on guitar that you base your sound on, or you grew up on? What are some of your favorites? I mean, I could probably name 3, but I want you to say it.
Yeah. Do you want to guess first and see where you're at? I'm curious to see what yours are, because people say to me all the time, "Oh," because I just had a conversation with a student the other day, and they were saying to me, you know, and they would talk about the Stars video, and they said, "I really hear this guy," and he's like, "But then all of a sudden, it's like this guy's playing." So what do you think the 3?
I think I could be wrong. I think you're based in the blues rock genre. That's my opinion. I would say most likely Jeff Beck, Richie Blackmore, Jimmy Page, around there.
Definitely, and a little beyond, certainly, but definitely Jeff Beck and Richie Blackmore. And you know, without a doubt, you can't play guitar and not be inspired by Jimmy Page.
Right.
So, you know, I'm a big
pretty good,
Randy that was really good. I'm a big Randy Rhoads fan, which is, you know, we'll talk about that. Yeah. But so I do, you know, I try to incorporate some of that in there. I am a big Brian May fan. So there's a little, like in Stars, you hear the 8 guitar harmony.
Yeah, the harmonies.
That solo, I really tried to display several of my influences, and you can hear each part. There's a little Steve Vai in there. There's some Randy Rhoads. There's
Long Island guy.
Oh yeah. There's some Brian May. There's definitely some Jeff Beck. But yeah, all those guys, Joe Satriani. But you know, I'm a fan of really a ton of guitar players. But my top guys, you know, another guy I'm a huge fan of is another Long Island guy, Steve Stevens. I love Steve, and I've since I was a kid, probably before I played guitar, I just thought he had very interesting approach to the guitar. Right, his sound sonically, he's just brilliant, and I love where his influences come from. So that also affects where I'm at.
I have to mention this because some people may not know, because they don't know. Steve Stevens is a known name in musical circles. We know him, but he's the guitarist for Billy Idol. And he actually played with Vince Neil. He played with Vince Neil as well, and among many other
album.
Yeah,
he did the Top Gun soundtrack.
Right. He's done plenty. Great guitar player.
Yeah, so he's up there.
Yeah, definitely. I was shocked with the Randy Rhoads. I mean, I can imagine because you're doing the show, but I guess I could hear that a little bit. You could probably hear a bunch of other ones as well.
Absolutely. I think everything I've listened to comes through. And really maybe the Randy Rhoads is a little bit more hidden in there. Yes. But, you know, learning or relearning, you know, all this Ozzy material with Randy from Blizzard of Oz and Diary for this gig, I really got to see, like when I was learning, I was like, wow, that's where I got that from. So it's like stored in there somewhere. And there is some of the phrasing. I've always been a huge fan of how he phrased his licks and things like that, and rhythmically. So there's definitely some of that in there.
And I also have to mention, you are in a Johnny Cash tribute band.
That's
So
right.
you're a plucker as well.
Oh yeah, I played Johnny Cash in the Johnny Cash show.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Awesome.
which is a completely different thing. And
Dina, we touched on this the last time. I don't want to beat a dead horse. I just want to do it very quickly before we get to the gig that you guys are playing. Without a doubt, we all know that you love Ronnie James Dio just like me.
Yes, I'm a big Dio fan.
Right. You guys did the show with all Dio.
Yeah, we did the whole Holy Diver record.
The whole holy, and I missed that one. I was coming, but my
The whole
gallbladder.
Holy Diver.
Yeah,
Whole holy.
my gallbladder burst, and I couldn't make that one. Damn it.
Oh my goodness.
But anyway,
Well, that's a good excuse.
yeah, I know. What else? As far as music, let's not just say singers. Let's just say bands. What are some of the bands that you would base the way you approach singing? What would you approach singing with? What type of bands? Couple names.
Certainly Rainbow. And not even just so much with Ronnie in it, but I loved it when Jolene Turner and Graham Bonnet. I
had Graham on
all
the show.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And I loved all the phases of Rainbow, but certainly before that was, I listened a lot when I was a kid to Aerosmith when they first came out, and Deep Purple, of course, Zeppelin, Black Sabbath was a big one.
Ozzy.
Both, actually, that's another band that I go through all the gamuts with because I loved the Ozzy, the Dio era, and Tony Martin. I heard amazing singer.
They're doing a lot of the re-releases that Iommi talked about re-release. I speak to Tony Martin, actually. I'm not dropping names, by the way. But I'm trying to get him on, but there's a problem. He only does Skype, and I don't use Skype. But anyway, he actually answers all the time, and he says that Iommi is re-releasing his era albums. They're re-recording everything.
Wow.
If you remember the album Forbidden with them,
yeah,
it was like done in the mid-90s. It was so engineered so bad. Which I want to mention.
Yeah, a lot of the production on those records weren't all that great, but Tony's voice just cut through no matter what.
So underrated. That Headless Cross album that they did.
That was one of my
favorite albums.
Yeah.
The drum sound and the guitars and the vocals. Brian May was actually played on that album as well.
Yeah.
You're talking about engineers and producers. I got to mention, I didn't mention this the last time. Don Chafin produced your album.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, from D City Studios. He's in the band Riot Act.
Yeah.
He's also in the band Voices of Extreme.
Right.
And Red Lamb with Dan Spitz.
That's right.
I just picked that up when I was reading the liner notes. I usually always read the liner notes, but I just saw it on the back of your CD and I wanted to mention.
Wow.
So we're giving Don a shout out. I just saw an interview with him with Don Jameson.
Yeah, he's my brother from another mother.
Your brother from another mother? Great. So, guys, I got to ask you, let's talk about this gig that you're having in Katie's of Smithtown.
Oh, boy.
Katie's of Smithtown is in Suffolk County in New York. It's a local place, and they have a history where there's some sort of ghost floating around there. Mm. But this is the type of place where you'll see Teddy Rondinelli. He's there. Bobby Rondinelli, who played in Black Sabbath and Rainbow.
That's right.
And he's actually
one
the
of
drummer.
My favorite drummers.
He's actually the drummer now in Axel Rudy Pell. But you're doing a whole set and a whole tribute to Randy Rhoads. So now we got to talk about this because I got a couple of songs that I got to ask if you guys are doing. Now,
I don't think we're going to read. Are we telling people? I don't think
we've been trying to keep it a secret.
All right, I got one question about the song selection, but here's what I want to say, are you doing, well, if you answer this, then we're going to know you're doing all the songs. I was going to say, are you doing both albums fully, or is it going to be a selection of songs from the albums?
So, March 18th, 1982 was Randy's last gig. And when I was putting the set list together, I was really looking at material that they played on the Diary tour. So I really took a lot of the songs that they were doing live on the Diary tour. So we're not doing the complete albums, but we are doing a lot of the albums. When you think about it, there's such a small amount of Randy Rhoads material with Ozzy, right? Because you've got Blizzard and Diary, and then you've got 2 outtakes. The You Said It All, which is on the picture disc, and You Looking at Me, Looking at You. That's it. So you got what, like 19 songs? I mean, in 19 songs, the guy changed the world of guitar.
Yes.
So and that's just mind blowing that somebody could do that. So we are choosing songs that they never played live. We are doing some that they've never done. So that's what people keep asking. Are you doing stuff that they never did? But we are doing a lot of stuff from like the tribute album. And I'm a huge Randy Rhoads collector. I have been since I was a kid. So I have an enormous bootleg collection. And what I've done is really I've been listening to that stuff for years, but I took a lot of my favorite versions of things that they did, because Randy was so spur of the moment. He was so live when he played. He was pure music. It was just exploding out of him, and you can hear it. And every single night, like guys like Ritchie Blackmore, like guys like Brian May, the music is different every night. There's something, it's not so overly rehearsed that like there was no live aspect to it. If you listen to a bootleg from, one day in 81, and then 2 days later, another bootleg, he's throwing in different licks. He's trying to be so brilliant. I love players that are like that are really like kind of just playing music and improvisation. That's maybe why you said before Jeff Beck. Jeff Beck's like that.
Yes.
He goes out there and just plays.
I hear Beck and I hear Blackmore, and you're playing. I mean,
yeah. So
I hear you're
and
a hybrid.
Randy
You're a hybrid.
Rhoads.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a Jeff Beck fan. He was a Blackmore fan. So we are doing a lot of the material from both records. We are discussing possibly doing both records in their entirety for his birthday in December. So,
right.
But we need a keyboard player for that.
Don Airey's not available?
I think he is actually.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure he's available. I know a lot of people. I know
you probably could get him.
Saying? I make it happen, brother. I'm an Italian from Queens. We make it happen, Tom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. If anybody could get us Don Airey, it would be you.
That's it, baby. I got a question, and actually it's a request. Dina, if there's one song that I would want you to sing, that I want to hear you sing, it's Steal Away the Night. That is a song that I can hear you singing. I'm being honest with you. I'm taking a wait and see attitude. I mean, I love your vocals. I love you as a vocalist, and you could friggin' sing the back of a toothpaste container and make it sound good. But what I'm saying is, I want to hear you sing Ozzy. I know you can sing Dio. I know you can sing Dina D, but I want to hear this Ozzy shit.
Yeah,
not
Ozzy's
shit
very
per se,
different.
Right.
He's
but
very,
Steal
very
Away the
different.
Night is the one song that they don't play a lot, that they didn't play a lot, and I would love to hear you sing. And I got one more question, and then I got a couple other questions, but this is the one question. Are you going to actually sing No Bone Movies?
We can't say anything.
I can't. What?
It's got to be a surprise, because
You're going to sing that song?
Well, listen, we could not do both
Tom is laughing on the
at
bottom.
this time.
You can't what?
We couldn't do both records at this time.
Aha.
So we're saving it for December, where I think we're going to come back and do both records in their entirety. But this was just like a little tribute to Randy, and it was something to show off, just a lot of the songs that they never did live. And for me, it's kind of easy vocally because Ozzy is like kind of a very straightforward singer. It's Tom, John, and Chris that have the work cut out. So I got it pretty easy. Like I could almost go take a coffee break. But those guys are going to be working it, man.
I remember one of the interviews, Dio called Ozzy a plumber. He said, Ozzy's like a plumber. He goes in, he does his thing, and he leaves. That's what Ozzy does. He's a plumber. He's not.
Well, I have a good friend of mine that, because I go to the gym a lot, and he said, "You know what I think you should do, Dina?" His name is Jeremy, by the way. He said, "Go out
there." Did he speak
in
class today?
What?
Did he speak in class today? No, never mind. That was
oh, very funny. But he said, "I think you should do the entire set as Dio singing Ozzy." I said, "No, that's not the way we should do it."
Well, if you remember when he took over for Ozzy, he was singing those songs, and he hated it. There's videos of him singing "Paranoid" and "War Pigs," and I mean, he sang the shit out of them, but they just don't sound right.
I think I want to start a cover band, of just random cover songs, but what Dio would do.
I do that with Johnny Cash. I sometimes just start doing songs when I do the Johnny Cash show. At the end of the night, I just start doing because Johnny Cash did cover some bizarre stuff, but I just start singing
Nine Inch Nails, one of his greatest songs.
Right. Does Hurt, does, Rusty Cage. So but yeah, sometimes I break into just doing songs that you wouldn't expect Johnny Cash to do. And it's pretty funny.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next song is Johnny Cash doing Poisons, Nothing But a Good Time.
And once you start doing that voice, you can make it work. So
right, come on, give me a little Johnny Cash doing.
No, not the place or time.
Johnny Cash doing a little aha, Take on Me. Come on.
Right. Yeah, but that's the kind of goofy stuff that we do.
Right. So how long is this set going to be on Friday night? Because I'm going to be there about an hour. You guys playing longer than that?
Yeah. Yes. So we're going to do songs from. Obviously, we're doing songs from the record, from the Emerald Rising record, and then we're going to go right into the Ozzy stuff. Now, we have to leave very early in the morning, so it's not going to be one of our very late nights. Sometimes you get us on a night where we just keep throwing out songs, we keep playing all night, but this is going to be one. We have a show in Pennsylvania with Bad Animals we have to leave very early in the morning, so we're not going to we won't keep you out that late, but you will definitely get your money's worth.
This is the Rock Shop with Ralph. I actually got 3 gigs to go to that night. I got 3 commitments. So you guys are my first stop. But I want to give Bad Animals a plug as well. For those of you who didn't tune in the last time, the 2 people in front of me are in a Heart tribute band called Bad Animals. And the lovely Dina D plays the part of Ann Wilson to a T. I've seen that show. I was at that show, the last show they did in Bald Hill.
Bald Hill, yeah.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah. And I got to tell you, it's Ann Wilson, but without Ann Wilson being there. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And Gina, her other half is Nancy. It's amazing. It's amazing. And that's the other band they're in. So you guys looking forward to playing with Stryper?
Oh my goodness, yes.
Yeah, definitely.
And any other gigs besides that Stryper gig you have coming up, opening up for any other bands?
Well, we're kind of hoping that gig is going to open up a lot of other gigs. So right now we're kind of laying low because Bad Animals is so busy.
Yeah.
And we want to start writing for the second Emerald Rising record. And so, trying to squeeze it all in.
Well, let's talk about the second Emerald
Before
Rising
the world
record.
blows up anyways.
Yeah, let's talk about the second Emerald Rising record now, since we're on the subject. And we're getting ready to wrap it up. What's happening with that? Is it going to be along the same lines, same sound as the first? Are you going in a totally different direction? Is Don Chafin still part of the production?
I think there's, we finally found the first record. We were looking to find out who we were. I think we were throwing in all our influences, and I think that's going to continue. The influences are all going to be there. I do think. I mean, we haven't really talked too much about the new songs, but I've got about 14 demoed right now that are potential to show to the band, to say, okay, here's some musical ideas. Let's see where we can take this. And it's similar, but maybe a little, some stuff I feel it might be a little bit more Sabbathy. Some of it might be,
Nice.
I think doing this Randy Rhoads thing has influenced me to get back into some of that kind of stuff. So, I think it's going to have the Emerald Rising sound, but I'm hoping that it shows that we kind of started to find who we are. The first album is really finding who we are.
Now, who does the writing? Is it a collaborative effort?
It's really kind of, it might start like one place and then end up, when you have, with John and Chris, you just kind of show them an idea and they just kind of run with it. And then, like I'll have an idea of it in the beginning, but then like get Dina in the vocal booth and it comes out like her. So I'm not going to be able to even try to demo a vocal that she can do. I just kind of give her bare bones of what an idea I have, and then she just runs with it. So it is collaborative.
Whose idea was it to throw in the Heaven and Hell lyric in Stars to Man?
Who do you think?
Take a guess.
I'm not going to guess.
No, go ahead.
I'm not going to guess. I'm going to guess Dina.
Yes.
That's right.
All right. See? All right. I got it, baby. I got it. Yeah. I mean, that's
he was my dad.
Now you can win another T-shirt from that one.
Yeah. I got enough T-shirts. I just don't have the T-shirts that I want. I had to bust out my old Mets, my Mets.
I see that.
I see that. That's so cool.
I'm noticing it's wrinkled on the sides of it. People are gonna be watching. Going, does this guy have a fucking iron? But anyway,
Who irons anymore?
I was gonna say, I don't iron. I fucking put the thing on. That's it. But I got a request for your next album. I think you guys should do a Dio cover and throw it on there. And I'm thinking,
we discussed that actually on the first record.
Because you do it so well.
We actually did record Don't Talk to Strangers.
Oh, yes.
And nobody's ever heard it. There's a bunch of stuff that Emerald Rising has. We actually recorded 2 Christmas songs this year. And because of chaos of gigging and COVID and things like that, we did not get to release the videos or the songs. But there is a bunch of stuff, on the computer behind us here at my studio. There's a bunch of Emerald Rising stuff. And there's a lot of songs that I demoed for the first album that Dina still listens to and says that we should go back. And John has said, hey, whatever happened to that song that went, when he starts humming something, I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. So there is some, unreleased stuff. But in terms of releasing, I would rather release a Dio song as a bonus track, but I wouldn't put it on a record.
Ah, come on. You can't just say, all right, I'll think about doing it. You got to go and say it. And here's the song I think you should do, which I love. There's 2 songs I would want you to do.
Wait, can I guess?
Oh, it's a guessing game tonight.
Yeah, I know, right? Tom, we're all guessing here.
Okay.
Hold on, wait. Do you want me to tell you what years they're from, or you just want to guess the whole deal?
I think I know at least one song that you would want us to record.
Go ahead.
Caught in the Middle.
Awesome. That's the one. That's the one.
You knew it. It's one of my favorites.
Here's the next one.
Okay.
It was a hit, but it should have been a really big hit for Dio. It was towards his third album. It was on his third album. It was on the Sacred Heart album. Now, if you're a Dio fan, you'll probably figure it out. And I think you'll nail this one vocally. But you need a keyboard player on this. You guys can figure it out. I know. Which one, Tom?
Gypsy?
No,
Gypsy was the first album.
Oh, Sacred Heart.
Rock and Roll Children?
That's it, baby. He got it.
I've always thought that. I thought that Dina would kill that.
Tom, Dina wouldn't kill that song?
I agree. I've actually thought about that before.
It was starting to rain on the night that they first decided.
It is a brilliant song. I love that song.
Come on, Dina, sing it with me.
I really like that record. People crap on that record.
It was blinding with snow On the night that they ran away.
All right, I'm gonna have you do all the background vocals now.
No, hey, I'm a singer in my. I sang with Mark Fauna. I've sang with Eric Martin from Mr. Big.
Oh, I love
sang,
Eric Martin.
Yeah, come on, you guys don't watch my shows. I throw
course
it in
we do.
there. I throw it in there. They're like, holy shit. Either they say I suck or I'm good. So I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, we should do that song. Sometimes with Emerald Rising
Wow.
gigs, we throw in we throw in some covers at the end of our original sets. But yeah, Rock and Roll Children would be amazing.
Dina, I stake my reputation that you would kill that song. And I mean that. Rock and Roll Children.
That's one Dio song that I've never sang.
What?
Yeah.
Start rehearsing it. You want me to come down there?
If it ends up on the record, it's going to be because of you.
I just want a special thanks all the way at the bottom, next to where it says 2022. I want to say special thanks to Ralph from the Rock Shop. That's it. But yeah, I can't say enough about you guys. I mean, you guys got it all. You guys are the complete package. Everybody, this is their debut CD. Go out and get it, please. You will not be disappointed. Emerald Rising, their new single is Stars to Man. The video is on my page. It's on YouTube. They just released it. You had over 8,000 views already.
I can't believe
How the hell did that happen? And I know how hard it is to get viewers.
I'm like, who's watching? I did see somebody in the comments from Madrid. I'm like,
Madrid. Wow. There you go.
Yeah.
Hey,
so
no such thing as bad
happy
publicity.
about that.
Right. And you only released it, what, a week ago?
Yeah, almost exactly a week ago. Actually, almost less than a week ago.
Right. And it's got over 8,000 views. I put it up on my page today. Vinny Pastor commented on it. Commented on the page. So there you go, from The Sopranos. He actually has his own band. Yeah, he actually he does standards. He plays the Cunning Room a lot, called the Gangster Squad. Yeah.
Gangster Squad.
That's what he calls it. That's what he calls it.
That's cool.
Guys, everybody, go see Emerald Rising at Katie's of Smithtown this coming Friday, 9 p.m. Doors open. I'll be there. Maybe I'll have a couple of t-shirts to give away. Maybe. Don't tap me on the shoulder and say, oh, you got a shirt? If I have them, I'll give them out. But I'll tell you what, I'll give at least one out because I just mentioned it. So
well, maybe you can come on stage and you can ask like a trivia question. And whoever gets it right can get your t-shirt.
Tom, what do you think?
And maybe even the Emerald Rising shirt too.
I think he should announce us before we come on.
Hey, I'll do it. No problem. You got it.
I think you should be our announcer because, I think you're the right guy for the job.
Awesome. All right. Thank you very much. So Katie's of Smithtown, 9 p.m. this Friday. Their album, one more time, I got to show it. It's fucking killer. All killer, no filler. Rock Shop approved. Long live rock and roll. There you go. See that? Long live rock and roll.
Love it.
And you guys kill it every time. I'm a fan for life. You guys are welcome back anytime. Oh, and you have the Striper gig coming up in May at the Landis Theater. So
May 10th.
May 10th, Striper fans, you get to see Striper and you get to see Emerald Rising. Any other gigs? You also said you had a couple of things you wanted to mention before we go. Anything else?
We'll be in Pennsylvania this Saturday with the Heart Tribute with Bad Animals.
Bad Animals. Okay.
Bad Animals that's at the Mock Chunk Opera House.
Well, any gig, you can just go emeraldrisingband.com and you get all the latest tour info. Yes. And they have some videos up there. They have merch if you want a t-shirt or you want to buy the CD. It's on vinyl. It's on vinyl as well. It came out, right? It's all available there. And I want to thank.
It's on green vinyl.
Green, Emerald Rising Green. I love that color. It's a great color.
Yeah, me too.
We have Dina D and Thomas Michael Cavanaugh, and we want to give a shout out to the rest of the band, Chris Perrette and John Laspina, the drummer and the bass player, who couldn't make the show tonight, but we'll see them on Friday, and I'll see you guys on Friday. And I want to thank you very much, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for
anytime, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Okay.